Hi and welcome to today's class. Today our class will be focusing on the upper body, so we will be opening and mobilizing a little bit of our upper body. I hope you like it and let me know in the comments how it was. So let's start sitting just on the floor. It could be cross-legged, it could be just as I'm sitting on my knees, up to you, however it's easier for you. And let's start breathing through the nose. Just notice how your breath is. Just notice your breath. Is it deep or is it shallow? Just a couple of breaths here. Now take a deep inhale through your nose to your belly. And a slow exhale through your nose. Another inhale. And a slow exhale. Inhale. Feel your belly rising, your chest rising. And then exhale. Your chest is falling and your belly falling. Inhale. And exhale. I want you to maintain that breath throughout this practice. Now is a good time to come up with an intention for your practice. It can be any intention you would like. Open your eyes. I've got a strap with me, so if you do have a yoga strap, that will actually come handy. And if you don't have a yoga strap, you can always use a towel or a belt, or even like a rope belt or something like that. So I'm just gonna have it on the length of my arms. So I'm putting mine in half because mine is quite long. And if you do use a strap, make sure you actually grab a hold of the buckle, so you're not gonna hurt yourself with that. And so I'm gonna have it. This is how I keep it. Like, the strap is quite nice. We can keep opening that to actually also activate the muscles on the back of our arms, and then I'm just gonna go up and back down. You might be feeling this in the front of your shoulders, so in your pec muscle. I'm just going to go a few times, front and back. Just to mobilize our shoulders a little bit. You should be feeling this nicely already in your shoulders, even in your neck. Few more times. It's also good strengthening exercise. Okay, keep it up, and now let's move it to the sides. So we're now going to be targeting our shoulders from different sides. So you want to move your shoulders, like rotate them in a little bit. the way down. You can now feel it nicely in your underarm. And now we're gonna move it again. And I'm rotating my shoulder now. And left shoulder, and then the other one goes back. And again. A few more times we do that. Any movement is good as long as you don't feel any pain. The discomfort is fine. You might be having a little bit smaller range of motion, which is also fine. Everybody has got their own range of motion. Okay, open it up again, and now we're just gonna go down and up. So you want to kind of go as low as possible, and see if you might not be touching your back. You should be really feeling nicely the back of your shoulders, your scapulas moving. Okay, 2 more. Back of your neck. Might be already feeling that. Okay, 1 more. And then bring it to the front. Okay, roll your shoulders. Couple of times back to front, and you can do it to the front also. Notice the difference. So I'm gonna leave the strap here close to myself, and if that's not easy for you to sit, if you already start to feeling this on your knees, you can use a block or a cushion or something, or even 2 blocks, and that way you'll be able to sit a little bit higher, and your legs won't be that sore. Okay, so that's another way of doing this. So the strap stays here, but let's take our right hand over, and then with the left hand we just want to kind of bring it in. But what I want you to think is about your scapula. So we don't want to bring scapula all the way in. We want the scapula to stay where it was, and just bring the shoulder in. So we want to feel that stretch in the front of the shoulder. Couple of breaths here. Don't your left hand, please don't put it on your joint, so it will be in your forearm or higher. Here you can also maybe grab a hold of your top arm. Just don't place any strain on your joint, and you can extend that arm as much as possible. A couple of deep breaths here. Take that other hand, now left hand, go straight again. You don't want to go as far as you can with your scapula. You want to keep your scapula quite where it is, and just take your shoulder over and breathe here. Should be feeling nice stretch across your shoulder now. 1 more big breath in. And a slow exhale. Put it down and roll your shoulders. Feel the difference. Okay. Let's maybe move them a little bit more. So I'm gonna take the blocks away so you can see a little bit more. So I'm gonna take my hands into a cactus and then open them up, touch my thumbs together, and bring them down. Again, up and down. So a couple of times like that. You want to really feel your scapulas going down your back. A few more here. And let's stay as we were. And now I'm just going to move my wrists and my palms down. So the elbows stay where they are. It's just the wrists that are moving. Okay, a few more here because this is really tiring. Come back, and now extend your arms, palms up. Just gonna move them down as much as you can. And let's rotate, nice rotations in our shoulder muscles. You can already probably feel the warmth in your shoulders. Okay, let's leave it down. Roll your shoulders, feel the difference. Mine already have a major difference. Okay, so one more stretch on our knees. So take that, take the buckle of your strap into your hand, and then take it across your head. And with my left hand now, I'm just gonna grab a hold of the strap and I'm just gonna walk it up as far as possible. But in here, I want to have a long spine. The shoulder, the right shoulder is going up and away, and the left shoulder is trying to rotate out all the times, at all times. So you don't want to have your shoulder leaning forward, you want to keep rotating it out. So you're rotating out and to the back, really. So a couple of breaths here. And with your ribs, I want you also have ribs hugged in, so they're not open at all. You're nice and tall. If you cannot interlace your fingers, you can do that. If not, just use the strap, and this is quite nice. Two more breaths here. Actually, let's do two more breaths, so 4 altogether. And with your hand, I want you to grab the whole hand. Your pinky isn't staying anywhere. The pinky is also grabbing and holding. Okay, one more big inhale. And a slow exhale. And now I'm just going to slowly walk my hand down the strap. Bring it forward and then bring the strap over my head. Now left side, so I'm going to grab a hold of the strap just underneath the buckle, and like I was saying, we're grabbing the whole hand, not none of that thing, okay? So the pinky is also grabbing. The left hand go over your head. Now with your right hand, I'm just going to walk it on that strap, and again inhale, slow inhales and slow exhales. So your left hand, which is up, you're feeling it nicely underneath your shoulder, and it could be going in even into your armpit. Your right hand is rotating up and out, so you want to rotate it out, not none of that. This is nice and active, and it's rotating, so you can feel it on the front of your shoulder. Ribs are hugged in, your belly is hugged in. You've got nice and long spine. The neck is nice and long. And have a couple of breaths here, slowly and deeply. And really feel into that stretch. And close your eyes to feel it a little bit more. Two more big inhales. Slow exhale and one more big inhale. And a slow exhale. Okay, now slowly walk that hand down and bring that strap over your head. So now we're gonna change our setting a little bit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep our legs long. Actually, one of our let's extend the right leg, and the left leg is going to go over. So my foot is on the right side of my right knee, and now I'm just going to walk it a little bit more, just a little bit more, whatever you can do. So we're trying to have the left knee over the right knee. But if that's not happening for you, you can just stay in here, and that will be also fine. Okay, so with our hands, I'm gonna open them up for a cactus shape, and now I'm gonna take my left hand down, and the right hand goes over, and now the left hand still goes under and I'm closing into my eagle pose. And if that's not accessible to you, you can maybe see if you can grab a hold of your shoulders and stay here. I want you to inhale and bring your shoulders up a little bit and stay here for a couple of breaths. Feel it nicely in your back, so feel how the scapulas are opening up, and you can feel it in your thoracic spine. Your neck is long, spine is long, you're looking up towards your hands. Two more big breaths here. Okay, last big inhale. And a slow exhale. And open the arms. We're going to change the legs now. So extend your left leg out. And your right leg is being bent. And now walk your foot to the side. And see if you can get that right knee over your left knee. So we had the left hand going down, so now it's our right hand going down, left hand is up, and we're just moving, putting left elbow over the right, and again, if that's not accessible for you, see if you can maybe grab a hold of your shoulders or of your hands, wherever is possible. Inhale, bring your elbows a little bit up, look forward, look at your hands, close your eyes. And keep feeling that in your thoracic spine. Couple of more breaths here. Three more breaths here. Last big breath in, and a slow exhale, and open your arms to the sides and walk your leg back. The strap can go to the sides. Okay, so we've already worked our back here, we worked the side here. With the eagle arms we worked it here. There's a little bit more to work in front. So let's lie down on the mat on our belly, and what I want you to do is to extend your left arm. Extend your left arm actually bend it at the elbow, and now what we want to do is to move a little bit with our legs. Our torso is going to the side, so we're lying down to the side, and now really focusing on our pec muscle. So again, your arm is trying to rotate out, even though we're lying down and we're not really doing much. And with that arm move you can walk it out to extend it. So it's going to be extended diagonally. Really feel that into your pec muscle. Breathe in slowly. You probably will be able to feel that into your bicep also. Few more breaths in here. Really enjoy that stretch. Keep breathing into that space. push your hand into the floor. So your palm is flat on the floor and you're pushing into the floor with your palm. And that should give you a little bit more release. So what you can do, you can push it in and keep the hand activated, keep it activated, keep it activated, push it in, push it in, push it in. And now just release it. And see if your body can let you in further in that stretch. Again, we're rolling the shoulder away, so away and down. So push that in while you're rotating it out. Push it in into the floor. Your hand is evenly pushing onto the mat, onto the floor. Push, 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 push. Activate that chain of muscles and then release. And see if your body allows you to get a little bit further. Okay, let's bring it in. You might be feeling a little bit of something. If it's too much, if it's a lot of tingling, don't do this, okay? So now the right arm goes out. And now we can turn it, not turn it, arm goes to the side, and then bend at your elbow. And now with your left arm, we can push ourselves away. And if that is okay for you to stay here, and that's a normal stretch, just stay there. You need to honor where you are. But if you want more, you can go a little bit further and see how that goes. And here also, I want you to think about your ribs. They're not opening up. We're not aggravating any of our issues. We're just really working it slowly. So with your arm bend, I want you to think of now rolling that shoulder away. And now extend your hand. So walk your hand on a 45-degree diagonal line. And now really feel that stretch in your pec, muscles in your bicep going into the hand. Okay, now let's see if you can do a little bit pushing. So pushing your hand into the floor evenly, so it's all the knuckles going in, and four corners of your hand pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. You want to activate those muscles while you're still rotating out. And leave it and see if your body's gonna let you in a little bit further into that stretch. So let's try it again. Push that in, push that hand in, and make that hand active. Push it in all the time, still activating that hand, pushing into the floor. And now slowly release. Okay, let's return back onto our belly. Let's bring that hand in. You can place your head on your hands in front of you. Just move your hips side to side a little bit. And now let's put the hands underneath your shoulders and slowly bring ourselves up to the knees, and roll your shoulders, and I want you to feel it. Can you feel the difference? So last pose in here for us, and I'm just going to do it on the blocks, and if you don't have blocks, that will be also fine. So let me show you without the blocks first, but the elevation will be quite nice. So if you've got any kind of book or anything you could use, or maybe a bolster you could use, that would be quite nice. So just go lie down on the floor, and you can just either do lie down with your hands open in a cactus position as we did have, or you can have them straight. So just see how it goes and see how you feel. You see, if you it's targeting a little bit different muscles. So if you have your cactus arms, it's gonna be targeting a little bit more in front. If you got your arms straight, you might be targeting also underneath your forearms, which can be quite nice. So it's there that way. Your arms go open, or you can or you can have the blocks. So there are three heights on the blocks. You can have them on the lowest height and then have it higher under your head. But I'm gonna actually put it a little bit higher. This is gonna be going in between my shoulder blades, and that's gonna be going over my head, under my head. So if you've never done it, start on the small position. Just put it nicely under your back, and the other one goes under the head, so it can be the big one and on the bigger height, because we don't really want to strain our neck too much. So if it's too low, then we might be straining our neck. And now open your hands to the sides and just breathe here a couple of breaths here. So this is supported fish. It's quite nice to be actually done on the bolster too. It's a great one to do when you come back from work and just lie down for a couple of minutes to allow the tissue to open up. And with time you might want to see if you can maybe put that block on a lower height, one underneath your head. See if you can extend the arms and see how that feels. And you can maybe add a little bit extra edge to your hands when you extend them. Just notice that. How does it feel? If it feels good, stay there. If it doesn't, don't do it. So you can maybe open your arms now over your head and just feel how that feels. Couple of last breaths in here. your hands to the sides. And now we're just gonna put them underneath, so we're digging our shoulders in, so we can slowly get up from here, very slowly and gently. Okay, let's take the blocks away and just move your shoulders. Feel the difference. We also move our head a little bit, one side and the other. And let's just lie down into our Shavasana pose. Put your shoulders nicely underneath your shoulder blades, nicely underneath your back. Close your eyes. And return to your normal breathing. Honor yourself for coming into this practice. Have a deep inhale and smile to yourself. Keep that inner smile. Thank yourself for taking the time to take care of your body and your mind. And if you've got time to stay longer in Shavasana, I invite you to stay longer. But if you would want to move with me, then start wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then you can start doing nice rotations with your ankles and your wrists. And then take your hands over your head. Really stretch nicely as you do in the morning. And down with your eyes closed. Move to the side. And keeping your eyes closed, slowly sit up into our easy pose. Bring your hands together into Anjali mudra. And let's remind ourselves to have kind intentions and kind thoughts towards ourselves and others, to have kind and loving communications with others and towards yourself, and to have kind intentions towards others and ourselves. Take a last deep breath, inhale in and out. And thanks for coming into the practice with me. Let me know how it was in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, and I see you here next week. Namaste.